Back for round number 2. We won the roll. We'll be going first, as always. 6 lands and a bonfire is probably not going to cut it. I'm going to mold this. Alright, Farseek is functionally a land, but not really, because it ramps us up to turn 4, which is the key turn for us. We are a little short on blue mana, so we'll just go get like a breeding pool, I guess. Maybe you have to pillar something here. If he plays a champion, I'll probably pillar it. Looks like another red-white deck. Maybe red-white-blue. That would be nice. There's our Steam Vents. So I'm going to play Rootbound Crag here in case we draw... what's it called? Can't think of the card. Oh, Plasm Capture. So we can cast that on turn 4 if we have to. Even though we can't currently get any value off of it. Unless we want to pillar something and leave up our mana for another Plasm Capture that we don't have in our deck. Looks like it is blue, white, red. Alright, that's good, I guess. Scavenging Ooze is not a bad gentleman. Don't have to play around Syncopate. Play that. Resolves. Play my Steam Vents tapped. If he think twices, I can exile it. He's thinking about something end of turn. Burn spell maybe? Think twice? Alright, I'm gonna exile it. Alright, cool. So we got him off a card immediately. So already Scavenging Ooze has provided value just by being here. He just passes. Doesn't have mana for Resto Angel yet, so that's good. Even if he did, now we have Mortars. Let's just get in. The one drawback of having sorcery speed removal, we can't kill guys with flash. Like Snapcaster. Oh, Azorius Charm. Alright, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I would like to draw some action pretty soon, but our main board is configured such that we're a little more controlling for the aggro matchup, which worked out pretty well in round 1, but our game 1 against control isn't fantastic, I will not lie. Game 2 is pretty good because we get to side in a bunch of cards against them. Alright, he paid 2, which can only mean one thing. I wonder what I'm going to draw. Whoa, it's Scavenging Ooze. Let's play that gentleman. See if he counters it. Hopefully not a rewind. Resolves, okay. Pass turn. Here comes Resto. We can Mortars that. Oh no. He was just bluffing it, I guess. Not sure why. Maybe he thought I was playing Hellrider or something. Exile his Charm. So we can't Snapcaster it back. Alright, so... Ooh, Opportunity. That's a sweet one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I Opportunity and hit a red source, I can pillar as well. I think I have to do that. I'm going to offer up my Ooze as bait. I'd rather lose my Ooze and resolve an Opportunity against control anyway. There's the Resto. Okay. And if we get lucky, we'll hit an untapped red source. I mean, if he's playing main deck Dispels, then that's bad news for us. Here comes the Opportunity. And we did hit our red source. Sweet. So we got pretty lucky there. We had the Opportunity and we took it. Sorry, that was terrible. But now I think we're in decent shape. We don't have any way to interact with the Sphinx's Revelation. We do have a Thragtusk, which is a semi-hard threat for them to deal with. Turn and burn, okay. It deals with any of his guys. If his win condition is Restoration Angels, I feel like I can win this game. Eventually. He might mill out. It could take a long time, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can bluff the Dispel. I'd rather save my life total a little bit. I really don't want to lose to random jank from the control player. Hopefully this resolves. Probably not. He only has 2 blue sources, but that's enough for any counterspell. Yep, there's Syncopate. He has to do it for 3, so he can't resto. That's good news. Alright. So it's exiled. Play my Breeding Pool tapped. Yeah, that's the one issue with the control mirror, or the control matchup in game 1. Our threat density is just not high enough, which is why we have to bring in the Tamios and whatever in this matchup. Possibly the second Scavenging Ooze. But basically any creature off the top is something that he has to deal with, which is one of the strengths of this deck. Same with Jund. 6 mana. Oh, Aetherling. Alright. Well, we can actually kill that, assuming he lets my Mizzium Mortars stick around. And a Scavenging Ooze. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Okay, so we can do this. Let's try to mortar his guy. Hopefully he lets this resolve. Yes, so we succeed. And we will respond with a burn. It's the one risk of running out an Aetherling on turn 7, even if you have a blue up. He says, wow. Okay, so we dealt with hopefully his 1 Aetherling. It's not exiled. Should be in his graveyard rather than exile. Pillar didn't resolve. Because I killed it with the turn and burn, because the pillar was still on the stack when the Aetherling died. So Aetherling should be in the graveyard. Burn Mortars killed it. Pillar was still on the stack, so I just got to explain this to this guy. Okay, so he understands. I'm going to play my Ooze. And I will hold up mana, I guess, for if he thinks he can pillar it or something. He's complaining that I had a handful of answers, even though I just opportunityed for 1 million. Played his land tapped, so he probably doesn't have a Sphinx's Revelation. But he does just pass the turn. So I'll exile Aetherling. Get a counter. Aetherling becomes exiled. Another Scavenging Ooze. Alright, so my graveyard has 1 Scavenging Ooze at the moment. His has nothing. Okay, so I do get to survive through a Restoration Angel. So I will exile the Scavenging Ooze before damage. One more. I If he has a Supreme Verdict, I don't want to play the other opportunity, or the other Scavenging Ooze rather. I'd rather just pass the turn. He doesn't have the Sphinxes, so that's good news. If I can keep this Scavenging Ooze around for a little bit, I should be in good shape. Plays the Hallowed Fountain, tapped or untapped. If I draw a Plasm Capture rather, I'll be pretty happy. I haven't thought about Mystic Genesis in this deck. Alright, he's got to pay 2 for the Verdict. Yeah, that's why I didn't play the other Ooze. Now I get to play another one and grow it from the Ooze that just died. Okay. He didn't keep up any blue mana, or he kept up 1 blue mana, so he can syncopate, but he can't dissipate. So I'll lead with the Huntmaster. I assume this resolves. And now the question is, do I think he has another Supreme Verdict or a Snapcaster? Because if he has Snapcaster, I want to cast the Ooze and exile the Supreme Verdict. But if he has another Verdict just in hand, then this is a worse line. So I think I'm going to hold back the Ooze. I'll let him Snapcaster Verdict, because at the very least I can just play another Ooze. So it's not a complete blowout, whereas my other line would be if things went wrong. Really hope he doesn't have a Sphinx's Revelation at any point. Alright, so one of his cards is Pillar. Huntmaster's dead. He can Sphinxes for 6. That's a lot. Oh, maybe... Oh, he has Snapcaster. Oh, Snapcaster Pillar. Yeah, that is definitely okay. He has no cards, so... I mean, if he top decks a Revelation at any point, he's probably going to put the game away, but we'll pretend that that's not going to happen. Let's just drop our Ooze, and I'm going to get it out of burn range right now. Exile the other Ooze, just in case he has turn and burn, even though I guess that would deal with it anyway. I'll pass. Okay, so we'll exile the Verdict. And the Pillar. Hopefully he doesn't have a Restoration Angel off the top, or a Verdict. Yeah, I really wish I could draw a counterspell at some point, but that's what sideboard games are for. I'm going to attack into it, because I don't think I can beat it either way. I mean, that's probably wrong, but yeah, he played as Aetherling too early. He's just taking it, so he probably just has nothing in hand. Guess I'll play this thing now. He doesn't have the Verdict, or the Revelation, rather. Just land. That means he either has a land or a Revelation. Come on, Syncopate. Boom. That is not a Syncopate. Yeah, we'll just keep attacking, hoping he's just drawing land. Okay, that's good. Alright, if he blanks for like 4 more turns, that's a lot to ask for, of course, but... Ooh, Swag Tusk. Alright, so... let's get in there. I don't like the looks of this one. He's only played 1 Resto so far. I think a lot of these decks play all 4, so it wouldn't be unreasonable for him to have one. Oh, he has the Azorius Charm. Okay. That's okay. I think I should have... No, I can't, actually. I was going to say I should have exiled the Azorius Charm in response, but it wasn't in the graveyard yet. It resolves. Okay, so once again, I think we have this game if he bricks on his next couple draw steps. He has a lot of live draws, though. Oh, he concedes. Wow, thank God. So, sideboarding, we get to bring in our counter spells. Tamios. We take out the pillars and the bonfires, keeping the mortars because of Restoration Angel. And we can cut a Ralzeric. No, I like Ralzeric. We can cut Cyclonic Rift because all of his creatures have too much value. He could side in Planeswalkers, that would be hard to deal with, but I don't think I want Ratchet Bomb against him. Just two little threats to hit. We could bring in a Sundering Growth, we could bring in a Turn and Burn, bring in our other Scavenging Ooze. I don't think this is a matchup we want all four Scavenging Oozes. It does provide another threat, but we've already increased our threat density a little bit. Maybe I can take out one of the mortars or a Turn and Burn. I'll just try it like this.